The story begins with Benjamin, the world's most dangerous hacker. We see him visibly anxious as he talks on the phone, then he enters his hotel room, only to find all his friends murdered. Shocked by the sight, he decides to turn himself in to Inspector Han. He tells her the story of his life from the beginning, revealing that since childhood, he felt he was different like a superhero, akin to Spider-Man or Superman. Yet, at the same time, he was lonely and an outcast until he grew older. He decided to create his own unique outfit and took up a job as a delivery driver. His family life was tragic. His father fled to France the moment he was born, and his mother later committed suicide. He lived with his grandmother until he grew up and became her caretaker. He began to discover his talentless love for computer, so he learned programming and hacking, realizing that the internet was an endless world. He spent his entire day online until one day he stumbled upon a site called Darknet. There, he met disguised individuals, none knowing the other's true identities, all overseen by a figure named Emrex. A mysterious legend, Emrex is known only as one of the most famous hackers, operating by 3 rules. First, no system is secure. Second, nothing is impossible. Third, the thrill of hacking transcends both the virtual and real worlds. One day, while delivering pizza, Benjamin discovered the order was for Mary, his old schoolmate. He overheard her telling her friends she needed an exam paper. He decided to steal the exam from the university's system. He thought this would make her fall in love with him and marry him. He headed to the university, hacked into the system, and stole the exam, but at the last moment, he was caught and sentenced to 2 days of community service. His punishment was cleaning parks, where he met a young man named Max. When Max asked why he was being punished, Benjamin admitted he was a hacker who knew every programming language and had stolen an exam from the university. Impressed, Max invited him to a party. Benjamin attended, only to find it filled with drinking and dancing, and he saw Mary with other guys. Max took him upstairs and introduced him to 2 men, Stefan, a hacker who could find vulnerabilities in any program, and Paul, who had a knack for mastering gadgets. Stefan's story was also tragic, lost his mother young, and his father abandoned him at an orphanage due to his obsession with horse racing. Stefan threatened Benjamin, warning he'd kill him if he was playing them. Benjamin used his computer to shut off the lights in the entire area. Just then, the police arrived, so he quickly turned the lights back on and left with the others. Mary saw them and joined Max as they all escaped. They managed to flee, and Mary told Benjamin she remembered him. They talked briefly before he returned home, happy. But when he arrived, he couldn't find his grandmother. He rushed out to search for her, found her, and took her to a doctor, who diagnosed her with Alzheimer's and said she needed more care. He left her at the hospital and returned home, heartbroken. Max appeared and took him under his wing, teaching him how to interact with people and be brave. Benjamin took an empty food container receipt, returned to the restaurant, tricked the staff, and got free food. Then, he and the team prepared for their next mission. They drove to an election party venue. Benjamin and Stefan entered, with Stefan planting a camera while Benjamin hacked the main Wi-Fi system. Once done, Benjamin fled before being spotted and returned to the car. The party leader began boasting about his achievements when suddenly, funny videos appeared on the screen, causing an uproar. Security tried to catch them, but they escaped. Afterward, they decided they needed a dedicated hacking base. Benjamin took them to his grandmother's house, a secure location. They decided to wear masks to hide their identities and named their team Clay. They immediately prepared for their next mission, hacking a broadcaster's Wi-Fi, then a pharmaceutical company, and began infiltrating corporate accounts and anyone they wanted. The media started talking about them, but to no avail. No one knew who they were. Max waited for a response from Emrex for the tasks he completed, expecting recognition, but received none. Emrex was more interested in another team called the Friends, who were stronger in their missions. They took on big tasks like bank heists. At that point, Max decided to go after a car he liked, hacking a radio contest and winning a Porsche. They took it out, had fun, and confessed their feelings to some girls. But Benjamin left them to meet Mary, confessing his love for her, though she rejected his approach. He walked away, and her boyfriend saw him, beat him up, and threatened him to stay away. At the end of the day, they received a mocking response from Emrex, so they decided to take on a big mission. They planned to hack German intelligence, as it supposedly had no security system. They got to work, sending a link to an intelligence officer, and when she clicked it, they hacked her account. They accessed her bank vault, containing all the access cards for the BND, a place holding all of Germany's data. They collected all the data in under 3 minutes, and sent it to Emrex. Afterward, they went out to celebrate, but Benjamin saw Mary cheating on him with Max, so he left, upset. They tried to reconcile with him, but he refused. He told them he didn't need them. Meanwhile, Benjamin secretly stole classified data from government government operatives working as handlers. He didn't tell the team. He decided to send this hidden data to Emrex to prove they were nothing without him. But the next day, they confronted him, trying to make amends, but Benjamin kept insulting them, leading Max to hit him. Meanwhile, Paul saw on television a news anchor reporting they'd found the body of someone named Carbonite in the woods. His death linked to the attack on German intelligence the previous night. It was the largest hack in history. Beside the body were stolen BND files, proving Carbonite had worked for the BND and infiltrated the Friends to gather intel on them. They accused Clay of being behind the hack. Max told Benjamin he was the only one who entered the server room and must have stolen the data and sent it to Emrex. Benjamin didn't deny it and told the truth. It turned out Emrex had sent the information to a Russian Mafia group to kill Carbonite. They began searching for a way out of this mess and to take revenge on Emrex. Mary came to reconcile, but Benjamin saw Akar watching him and told her to leave. They decided to bring down Emrex, starting by joining the Friends. They proposed the idea to Emrex, who agreed due to the favor they'd done by providing intel on handlers like Carbonite. From there, they decided to disappear and uncover Emrex's true identity. They destroyed all their devices and burned the house down to ensure no one could track them. They kept trying to hack Europol, the hub for hacker data, to locate Emrex, but failed every time. They attempted to enter through the sewers, but Max injured his hand. They searched for another way. While standing around, Benjamin noticed an access card dropped by a Europol employee, took it, and went to Europol. He met a security guard, claimed he'd lost his wallet earlier, and begged until he was let in. There, he planted a device to reroute the network. But Emrex discovered his plan and sent the Mafia after him, though Benjamin escaped. When he returned to the hotel, he found all his friends dead. This was everything he told Inspector Han. He asked for her help in changing his identity, and she agreed in exchange for his assistance in capturing Emrex and the Friends. Her colleague told her that if she caught these hackers, she'd be reinstated and promoted. She took Benjamin to a safe house under witness protection. He sent a message to the Friends, claiming Emrex was exposing their identities. He provoked them and managed to pinpoint Emrex's exact location. The police went after him, revealing his real name was Sean Dunham. But Inspector Han doubted Benjamin's story, noticing a wound on his hand. Though he claimed Max was the one injured, she realized he was lying. She went to Mary, showed her his picture, and asked if she knew him, but Mary denied it. Han then visited his psychologist and learned he was mentally ill, like his mother, who had committed suicide years ago. She returned to Benjamin, telling him he was mentally unstable and couldn't help him change his identity. He begged her, saying the Friends would kill him and that she'd promised to stand by him. She relented and decided to help him. She took him into witness protection and changed his name. The Clay team stayed together, choosing Inspector Han to deceive. In the end, they all gathered, altered their appearances, and decided to travel under new identities. And the film ends. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.